Busser, Part 1. There are always flies in the water, the way they glint off the ice. Sometimes I can't see it in the pitcher until I'm out there on the floor pouring it. I pour a glass of water and watch the flies slip into the glass, and then I must excuse myself and go back to the kitchen and try to fish them out. I'm supposed to get a new glass and refill the pitcher, but there isn't time, and it isn't good to waste water in August, not during tourist season. There will always be flies in the water pitcher because there are always flies in the icebox. And the icebox is next to the back door, and the flies seep in from the dumpster through the rip in the screen, and they go right to the icebox. They go like they know it's August. So I keep going out to the tables to refill the glasses with the water from the pitcher with the ice from the icebox with the flies living in it. And I want to use a slotted spoon, but that's not classy, and this is a classy restaurant. This is a classy restaurant when you're sitting at a table, when you walk through the front door. It would be so much easier to use a slotted spoon, but then the people wouldn't get any ice, and that's wasting water. I try to take the glasses and dip them in the icebox to fill with ice and check for flies, and then I bring the glasses out to the table and pour the clear liquid from the pitcher in front of them. But I stick the glass in the icebox, and it shatters from the temperature, and I try to pick out the shards of glass, but it's too hard to tell the ice from the glass. The head waiter storms at me and tells me to start using my head, and the back of my neck burns, and I'm using my head, and I can feel the sweat down my spine, and I arch my back so that it doesn't stick to the white tuxedo shirt. I have to empty the ice out into the parking lot, drain the box, and clean up the glass and frost. It takes a long time, and the people get restless and thirsty, and the dishes pile up on the table, and the waiter refuses to remove them because it's not his job. And finally, he removes them and keeps all the tips. And then I am done cleaning the icebox out and making new ice, but the people are already drunk. And they do that in August, burnt like lobsters from the sun and stained with salt. They drink all the wine they can. It's a BYOB restaurant, so that doesn't help. Then they are too drunk to eat dessert, so they go home, and we lose $15 on the check, which could have been $1 for me, and an additional $1 for my waiter in tips, and he's not happy, and then the hostess is not happy, and so I clear the tables, balancing the plates on my arms, the glasses between my fingers, and the silverware teetering. I pile it all into the bus bucket. And then the hostess gets first dibs, and she's pregnant, so sometimes she likes the food and sometimes it sickens her, and then she has to go throw up next to the back door behind the icebox because we only have one bathroom, and that's for the diners. And the hostess doesn't eat anything, so then the waiter goes and picks through, and he knows how I feel about the slippery little tortellini. I enjoy them so much, and he eats them all, and all that is left in the bucket is a few pieces of asparagus and lots of sauce. But I don't dare dip bread in sauce. We reuse the bread. Whatever is not eaten in the little baskets, I must throw it back in the oven to warm and crisp it for the next people. We can't waste bread. It comes in a truck from Napoli's in Jersey City, and it can't be wasted on the garbage or on me. Bread never makes it to the bus bucket, nor do the little butters. Sometimes I have to rinse off the unused packs if sauce or wine gets spilled on them. When people get drunk, they spill all over. That's why it's so important to get them their water and make sure that they don't get too drunk. And when they get too drunk, they spread their bodies out in the chairs. They lounge and lean and rattle the tables and take up all the space between the tables. So the pregnant hostess can't get her belly through, and I have to squeeze through carrying glasses and plates and trying not to spill it on them. I am pouring water from the pitcher while the waiter reads the specials to them, and the table behind me laughs. It is so funny. The guy throws his head back and hits my elbow, and the water pours all over the lady's pocketbook, but she is not paying attention. She is listening to the special that the waiter is telling her. It's just water. But I worry that she will be angry, and I don't say anything and walk away fast. And when I get to the back, I'm sticking my hands in the hot oven and pulling out the crusty bread, and my fingers burn. I've got to be faster at everything. Nobody likes to wait. I break out the water, the table, and I think, to be nice, I'll make a side of olives and olive oil. And the kitchen is all backed up, and these people look hungry. As soon as I put it down on the white tablecloth, I know it is a mistake. The waiter is watching me. They will not order appetizers now, maybe no salads. He is angry that I have spoiled their meal. He is trying to get them to buy Pellegrino to go with the olives and bread. Maybe some lemon on the side, maybe some cracked pepper on the olive oil, maybe some dipping sauce, more garlic. No, thank you, nope, just the flat water, please. But they are drinking plenty of wine, more bread. I don't want them to get too drunk. They won't have room for dessert. I'm in charge of making the desserts. I rinse the serrated knife under the hot water and then line up the tartufo and slice through the ice cream quick twice, and the quarters fall open on the glass plate. And I shake the whipped cream can and blur the cold dish in white. And the dishwasher is flicking the button on the back pocket of my pants, and I'm busy and drizzling chocolate sauce and Z's across the cream, and he is sliding an ice cube down the back of my shirt, and I jump. And the head waiter is yelling at me because I'm slow on the desserts. I've got to be faster, faster at everything. Nobody likes to wait. And I'm out on the floor placing the dessert dishes on an empty tablecloth and watching their faces glint off the ice and the glasses. And for a moment, everything is clean and calm. Everything is almost melting. And then I am back in the kitchen, watching the coffee drip into the stained pot. The hostess is asking for more water out on the floor. The people are thirsty. The pot is full. I hear someone calling through the screen in the back door. It's the dishwasher. He wants me to smoke with him in the parking lot. I refill my water pitcher and see the flies floating in the ice and see the rip in the screen and the door and the smell, the dumpster, and then the smoke, and walk out to join him. That people will always be thirsty. There will always be flies in the icebox, and the water will have to wait.